A lot of the women that I work with say the same thing. Dr. Phyllis, I'm perfect all day, and then the sun goes down and it all falls apart. Now, if that's you, here's what I want you to hear first. You're not weak, you're not lacking discipline. Your brain is running a program that was designed to keep you alive. Nighttime eating isn't a willpower problem, it's a neurobiology problem. If you spend the whole day eating clean, making good choices, keeping everything together, and then suddenly the cravings hit at night, that isn't self-sabotage. That's your brain saying, I finally have a moment to breathe. Now I need relief. For many women, nighttime becomes the moment where the mind finally stops and the cravings begin. Nighttime is when three systems collide. One, the dopamine levels are at their lowest. All day, you're managing, you're organizing, planning, deciding. Every decision costs dopamine. By evening, many women are running on empty. Two, your cortisol finally drops. When cortisol comes down at night, your brain shifts from survival mode into reward-seeking mode. Three, ghrelin rises. This hunger hormone naturally increases in the evening, even if you ate enough during the day. So we have low dopamine, dropping cortisol, and rising ghrelin. And this is why some nights can feel impossible. And when you take that first bite at night, chocolate, chips, bread, cookies, cake, your brain gets a quick spike of dopamine. It's relief. Pure relief, because if your dopamine was already low, the relief feels even stronger. And this creates what I call the relief cycle. Stress all day, dopamine tank empty, cravings rise. First bite brings calm, and then the brain remembers. So then the cravings get louder tomorrow. You're not addicted to food, you're addicted to that moment of relief. So here's the part most women never hear. Genes like COMT and DRD2 influence how your brain processes dopamine. Some women clear dopamine quite quickly, and some clear it slowly. Some have lower receptor sensitivity, meaning they need more stimulation to feel the same level of reward. So the brain learns food works, food brings relief, food makes the noise stop. And this is where cravings turn from emotional into biological. The dopamine patterns behind nighttime eating are the same patterns many women with ADHD or ADD experience, especially the quiet internal kind that shows up as overwhelm, decision fatigue, and evening cravings. And this is why so many high-achieving women feel perfectly disciplined all day and then completely undone at night. It's not chaos, it's chemistry. I want to talk to you about Laura, who told me she would eat dinner with her family and then when they were in bed, sneak out to a drive-thru and eat in her car. She felt completely out of control. We looked at her biology. What we saw was slow COMT, low dopamine receptor sensitivity, and a ghrelin pattern that spiked in the evening, with actually cortisol surges late in the day. Nothing was wrong with her. Her brain was trying to soothe her the only way it knew how. And so when we supported her dopamine pathways and we changed her afternoon routine and stabilized her blood sugar, her nighttime eating disappeared without dieting. On top of it all, she was able to focus better and show up in the way that she wanted to. So how it works is that we want to raise dopamine earlier in the day. We want to make sure that we are having adequate sun exposure, morning movement, planned moments of joy. Yes, that really matters when you're helping to heal your dopamine, because when your dopamine drops too low by evening, your cravings rise automatically. We also want to stabilize blood sugar in the afternoon. If your 3 p.m. crash is intense, your 8 p.m. cravings will be louder. We also want to make sure that we're supporting dopamine upstream with certain supplementation based on your genetics. Now, for those of you that have high cortisol at nighttime, we want to instill deep breathing, a 5-minute walk, the right type of magnesium for your genetics, and rituals that signal safety. So the most important thing is we want to change the cue, not the food. Nighttime eating is often a habit loop, not genuine hunger. So change the location, change the routine, interrupt that habit loop. And then lastly, if your genetics show slow COMT or low receptor activity, the things you can do to support dopamine upstream are magnesium glycinate, B vitamins, tyrosine in appropriate context based on your genetic pathways. Because when dopamine steadies, the cravings die down. When nighttime cravings hit, most women think, why can't I just get it together? But your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you, to give you relief after a day where you never stopped moving, thinking, planning, planning, or carrying everybody else. Once you understand your biology, you can change the pattern without fighting yourself and get to the root cause once and for all. I'm Dr. Phyllis, and in the next video, I'm breaking down the hormone that makes hunger feel impossible to control and why it hits women over 35 the hardest. I created a genetic readiness training that walks you through the 12 genetic avatars and helps you understand which patterns might be driving your weight loss resistance. The link is in the description if you want to learn more.